This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
So let's talk about the Canes who got routed this past week by Pittsburgh. It was a disgusting game, a disgusting display of 42-16. I'm a big Mario Cristobal fan. I'm a big Mario Cristobal believer. I have not lost 1 ounce of faith whatsoever in Mario Cristobal. Are we clear on that? Are we clear? Okay? I don't want any changes with Mario at all. Love Mario Cristobal. I think he's going to fix this. I think he's going to get it done. Having said all of that, okay? You do this, I do this. We all fail. There are times that we don't do a good enough job in whatever it is. Our relationship with our husbands or wives, our daughters and sons, our coworkers, our parents, our whatever it is. We screw up, right? We screw up a job that we did, that we were supposed to do this and we did that and we forgot this. None of us are perfect. Okay? Mario Cristobal is a hell of a coach, a hell of a human being, a hell of a professional, and he's going to outwork everybody in the end. I believe he'll get this right, but he failed this year. Just like you and I fail in lots of other things that we've done in our lives that we said, man, I could have done better. I didn't do good enough. Okay? Because none of us are perfect. I certainly am not. I make mistakes every single day. And there are things that I regret that I did and I didn't do and I should have done and I should have done better. I mean, it happens to me all the freaking time. I'm as faulty as the next person out there, okay? But Mario has to look in the mirror and say, I failed. I failed the administration. I failed the students. I failed the fan base. I failed the media. And most of all, I failed every one of those players in that locker room. Now, do the Canes have the right players in the locker room all over the place? No. But it's your job to get the max out of them. You didn't get the max out of this. No. Sorry. And for whatever reason, and maybe you don't have the right coaches, this was Chris Greer has done a lot of good things. He screwed up with Brian Flores. Now he fixed that because he's a damn good general manager. But the coach part, well, it's a young coach. Tried to figure it out. It didn't happen. At least he made the change. It looks like you corrected the problem. So that means you're a good custodian to the program, to the corporation, to the team, to the franchise. Mario Cristobal did a piss poor job this year. Horrible. One of the worst coaching jobs I have ever seen in my life. And I like Mario, but I'm not defending this. I'm not defending this in any way, shape, or form. And I know a lot of you have lost confidence in Mario because I get it on the text. I get it on emails. I get it on DMs. I get plenty of people say he's not the right guy, just like they said Tua is not the right quarterback. So I know how this flip-flopping world is. There isn't a lot of loyalty when it's all said and done. But I'm willing to wait 3 years to see what Mario Cristobal can do. And I'm expecting drastic improvement next year. And I'm not talking about that you got to win 10 games. I am talking about you better get to the maybe 8 or 9 range. Okay? And I better see better coach players. I better see smarter football out there on the field. I better not see those stupid ass penalties. Roughing the passer when you don't have to. Roughing somebody on the sidelines when you don't have to. Just doing stupid ass things. I don't want to see that anymore. I want to see effort from beginning to end. Yesterday, on Saturday, I did not see effort the entire time. So I want to see a football team that gives a shit about what they're doing. I want to see a football team that plays with passion for 4 quarters. I want to see a coaching staff that knows how to coach whatever player they have out on the field. Whatever skill set they have, they know exactly where they excel and exactly where they don't. If you don't have that coaching staff, you have the wrong coaching staff. But I've seen what Mario can do at FIU with no resources. I've watched him at Oregon with all the resources. He can get it done. He was the #1 recruiter at Alabama for Nick Saban. His resume is exceptional. Did he do an exceptional job this year? Far from it. He did an absolutely shitty job this year. Okay? And I would tell him straight to his face, brother, that was unwatchable what you did this year. You and your staff were terrible. And he mentioned it, by the way, in the press conference, which, again, that's why I love Mario. I'm paraphrasing, but he says, it seems like our coaching also did not connect or something along those lines. So he was laying on the sword too. He effed up somewhere. He knows it. So I again guarantee you, by the way I saw that press conference, there's going to be coaching changes. And Gaddis, I think, will be one of those coaching changes. Fix it. You don't have a lot of time. I know you got the 8-year contract, but you probably have a 3-year window. You know, the fly-by-nighters, the flip-floppers, those people are never satisfied. They're going to give up on you within weeks or this year. And they have already. Like, they gave up on Tua and they gave up on Chris Greer. And, you know, those are the people that gave up on Mario this year. You know who you are? You're the ones that used to tell me Chris Greer was part of the problem. He's been here for 20 years. You know who you are? Huh? I see you. You're there. I see you. That's you. You said that stupid shit because you just repeat what somebody else says because you didn't think for yourselves. Those are the kind of people that gave up on Mario already. The people that said Tua's got a noodle arm. The people that said Tua doesn't work hard enough. You know, stupid shit like that. Those are the people that gave up on Mario. You don't give up on Mario right now. Did he do a good job? Hell no. He did an absolutely shitty job. Okay? Maybe, and you know what? 1 year from now, down the line, Mario will be winning a national championship, but he will also own the rights to the worst year I've ever watched of Hurricanes football. But I hope I get to laugh about it. I hope I get to say, well, you know what? That was the start of getting back to respectability as a program. And that's what I'm hoping for. But I'm not going to give any excuses to Mario Cristobal or anybody on that staff for this season. They did a horrible job. And they need to fall on that sword. And they need to lie on that sword. And they need to tell everybody that what they did was not good enough. What they did was an embarrassment. Because, ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what that was. This season was an outright embarrassment. It was pathetic. So Mario Cristobal has got 2 more years to fix this. After that, you will lose the entire fan base. You will lose all of the media. Everybody will be after your ass and the administration. You can get by for this year because only the knuckleheads are going to give up now. The sensible people will understand that it's going to be a process and it's going to take time no matter how much it sucks. But that's part of the whole game, unfortunately. I'm willing to wait till year 3. But I got to see drastic improvement in 2. And in year 3, you know what I need to see? What I'm watching with Florida State right now. What did they end, Sean? 8-4, I believe, right? And on the 8-4, 9-3 or something? What was Florida State? That's what I need to see in year 3, where you're on the come up, and the following year, year 4, you're challenging for the ACC title. And that's what Florida State's going to do. Their quarterback is going to be a Heisman Trophy contender next year, and Florida State will be challenging for an ACC title next year. I'm sorry?
9-3.
I just saw it right now, 9-3. That's what I need to see from the Canes. What exactly I'm seeing from Mike Norvell in year 3 from Florida State. 9-3, and next year you should be the team challenging Clemson for the ACC title in year 4. If Mario doesn't do that, then you're not getting your money's worth, Hurricane administration. Do you want me to be honest? You want me to call it like I see it? That's how I see it. You have NIL money, a lot of NIL money, because, he's very generous. I admire the crap out of Mr. Diaz because he could easily keep his riches. He could easily just take care of his family and his friends if he felt like it, and his corporation. He does not have to do what he's doing with kids from FIU and FAU, the University of Miami, University of Florida, Florida State. There are many kids in all those universities that are, Life Wallet beneficiaries. And I think that that's just absolutely phenomenal. I don't care what you think of Diaz or whatever. Anybody that is giving and helping young people, I think that's absolutely phenomenal, dude. Okay? And I know he's kind of a controversial figure and all that good stuff, but you know what, man? He's helping people. And whatever, if he's helping his business too along the way, well, then God bless him. Then he's a good businessman. But the fact that he's helping people, that helps Mario. He's got that NIL money. He's got the transfer portal, and he can recruit his ass off. The bar has been set for him. Okay? Canes fans have waited long enough. But what happened this year, that shit needs to end right there. That chapter, that book needs to close because that stuff cannot be experienced ever again under Mario Cristobal. So you better see there better be a disciplined team next year. I'm not saying you got to be better than everybody, but you better be disciplined. You better play smart. You better play hard for 4 quarters. And you better win more than you lose. That's what I need to see from Mario Cristobal. And I believe in him, and I believe he's going to change it. But I will not give him any breaks for a terrible job this year by Mario Cristobal. Terrible. It's the only way to describe it. It's the worst coaching job I have ever seen in Miami Hurricanes history. The worst. And Manny Diaz sucked. Okay? Manny Diaz, Al Golden sucked. Those are two of the worst coaches I've ever seen, and Mario beat both of those guys this year. So I hope he owns one of the best seasons ever with a national title, because I know he's always going to he's always going to own the worst season I've ever experienced as a Miami Hurricanes fan.
This is the Big O Show.